Hi everyone, thanks so much for deciding to watch my video today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Maureen and I am so happy to have you here. And today's video is a video that I have seen in comments that was asked of me to do. So today I am going to do a video which will show you a lot of my skincare that I use and love on a daily. So we're going to get right into it and not waste any time. The very first thing that I do in the evening every single night is I take all my makeup off and clean my face, and I use Purity Made Simple, and this is by Philosophy, and this is the big 32 ounce with a pump, and usually you just need like one pump, maybe two, depending on you know, the level of makeup that you have put on your skin. And I use it every single night with my Clarisonic, and this is the Clarisonic Mini, and it has a charger that you can charge, and it does, you know, last for a long time. And the I use this head here, and I have ordered replacements. You know, I've probably had this for a couple years, and I've ordered replacements through Amazon, but just because it's cheaper. But I use that every single evening without fail. I find that cleans my skin the deepest, especially with the Clarisonic. And sometimes I do it twice because, you know, your bristles, your white bristles on your Clarisonic with your makeup, I mean, it's the color of your skin, so you can't see it. It gets in deep, and it, you know, the bristles are brown, or the color of basically your foundation, you know, that beige, tan, brown color. And sometimes I'll clean, you know, the bristles and, you know, get all that off my face and redo it and you'd be surprised how much more you pull off your face. I do that every single night. Yes, or there the occasional night that I just don't feel like it. Yes, I'm just like everybody else. But I would say 99.9% of the time, I use my Purity Made Simple. And I buy the big size like that on QVC. I'm sure there's other places you can buy it, but that's where I buy it. And it does last a long time. I think over the years, and I've been using it for years. And this one I bought maybe October, November, maybe pre-Christmas, because they always run, you know, deals and stuff like that. And I also have their micro delivery exfoliant. I don't use that often, but I do use it occasionally also. But these are items that I use pretty much every single day or a couple times a week. So Purity is my first step. Believe it or not, I actually go in again, just because nothing, I don't think, gets 100% off. And the next thing that I use are the Micellar Waters. My favorite is, I think I only have a sample of it, and it might be in my makeup bag, which is from Garnier, I think. Yes. And I have a sample bottle, you know, a small bottle. So I love the Garnier product. Here, let me see if we can get this to come into focus. I don't know if we will. Yes. And I use, this is the all-in-one waterproof. This just happened to be a sample that I think I've received in a box, but I do generally get the, you know, the normal, not the waterproof. But I do use this, and I do keep that in my makeup bag. So that's why that's not out right there. I generally use that, but I do have others that I like. And I bought this, and this is Studio Selection Cleansing Water, and this is 13 ounces. I believe it or not, I bought this at Dollar General, I think. It works fine. It's not as good as the Garnier. I think that is my all-time favorite, but I do use that. I also recently got the Chlorine Flora Water Makeup Remover. And this is 13.5 ounces also. What I like about this one, it has the push top. So you put your round pad and you press down and it dispenses up. So there's no real contamination of, you know, any kind of, especially with those, you know, if you're hitting it again on your cotton round, you know, you could be contaminating your micellar water. So I do prefer these tops. And I just recently got this, I think, last month. So I do like this one, and I've started using this one a little bit more. And it's not real florally for a scent. I had gotten this a long time ago, and this is from The company is Skin, S-K-Y-N, Iceland, and this is their solution for stressed skin, and this is a micellar cleansing water, and this has Arctic algae. Now, this is the same type of system, delivery system. This one, you can just smell the algae a little bit, so it does have a little bit more of a scent or an odor, so it's not my favorite, but I do use it, and I will rotate through those. And I use the cotton rounds, and I just bought these at the Dollar General. Usually I get 80 at a time, and believe it or not, you go through these quickly. So I like to buy a good, I usually buy a couple packs of those. And after I've done the purity, I've used the micellar water to get everything off my face. I haven't used too much of this, and this is from Murad. And this is their hydrating toner. And this is nice, and this is a spray bottle. So you just spray your skin. Sometimes I'll spray it on the cotton round and just wipe it, because I do think it's better to actually wipe your skin with it. So I do use that. This I just recently received. I think this was in a Target box, if I'm not mistaken. This is from Shea Moisture. And this is their matcha green tea and probiotic soothing toner and hydrating mist. And this is actually pretty nice. I do like this. So I've started to use that. And I do rotate through them. None of them are irritating to my skin, so I do like them. And we just received this in, I think it was our Ipsy, if I'm not mistaken, from Pixie. Their Glow Tonic. And I've only used this a few times. So I will finish trying the sample before I decide if I want to buy the bigger bottle, which I think I do, because I do like this very, very much. So then therefore, now basically at that point, your skin is ready for anything else that you want to put on top of it, which your next step should be a moisturizer of some sort. Trying to think. Before I get into the moisturizer, I do have a few other products that I do use, and these are just occasionally, and this is from Cosmetics, and this is a Nourishing Deep Cleansing Oil. I'm not real big into the oils, but they do really clean your face really, really nice, so sometimes I use that. And then, of course, everything's going to start falling. And this is from Grown Alchemist. And this is their Polishing Facial Exfoliant in Pink Grapefruit. And this is really nice. And I only use this occasionally. And they're still in their boxes so that I can, because I don't use them that often, so that I can, if I need to read anything on the package, I can, before we get into that. Here is, I should put this with the cleansers. This is from Murad. And this is an Essential C Cleanser, and I do use this occasionally, so that would be part of the cleansers. And this I think we received in a box. I'm not sure which one. And this is Generation Clay, and this is their Ultraviolet Brightening Purple Clay Mask. I've used this a few times. This is very nice also. So then the next step would be, after you've completely cleaned your skin, to use a moisturizer of some sort, and I have used the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion for a moisturizer. My favorite, believe it or not, is from Clinique, and I've used the bigger bottle, and I had a sample until I can get more, and this is the Moisture Surge, and I love this the best for moisturizer. As you can see, there's hardly any left in this, but I will get every last drop out. I actually like that one the most. It goes, you need a very small amount, almost like a little bit larger than a pea-size amount on your fingers. I rub them together and then just put it all over my face, and it's good enough to moisturize your entire face. If I have areas, sometimes my nose lately has been very dry, so I might put a little bit more on my nose area, or like sometimes my chin. So I we'll just, go over the drier areas, because right now I have dry skin. We're just coming out of winter and heading into spring and summer, so my skin is a little bit dry. And it's normally pretty normal skin. I don't have oily skin. So I like the Moisture Surge. So I will be getting a big, I think they're come in bottles. Hopefully it has a pump. I love pumps. So then therefore now we've cleaned, we've toned, we've, put our moisturizer on. Now this is all the nighttime stuff. I like the trying to think what else I would do next. Probably my retinols after the moisturizer, and I have 2 retinols. The first one is from Olay Eyes, and this is their Pro Retinol Eye Treatment. And this was a sample. I don't know if we got this in a Target or I think it was a Target box if I'm not mistaken. It could have been Walmart. I honestly don't remember. I like this as just a quick spot treatment. One of my favorites, all-time favorites is, and then this is going to be hard to see with the glare, and this is from Dermalect. And this is Cosmeceuticals, and this is their Out Crease Retinol Trifecta Serum. And this has, I'll show it to you. And this has like a dropper effect, and you just, get it. And this is phenomenal. 1 or 2 drops, and you can put it AM, PM on your entire face. Love, love, love this. Highly recommend if you can, and it's not expensive. I think they're $30 and under for a lot of their products. And I was sent this by Dermalect to try with some night cream and day cream and another product. But that I absolutely love. So I will do a retinol. I don't really use this that often. This I think I received in a box, and this is from a company called Balance Me Natural Skincare. And this is Congested Skin Serum. And this is 99% natural. Sometimes I use this on super, super dry areas. My nose, sometimes, like I said, my chin, wherever it's super, super dry, this is, I find is, it's a serum, but it's very good to stick in those areas. Then I use another Murad product. I love Murad. And this is their Age Reform. And this is their Rapid Collagen Infusion. And this has a pump. And 1 pump is all you need, because I don't use this all over my skin. I use this in targeted areas. Around the smile lines, around my mouth. My upper lip, as you get older, you start to see your crease lines, and like around the edges of my nose where, your smile lines come up. I don't really have like the frown lines or wrinkles on my forehead, but sometimes if I start to notice like that you can start to see fine lines, I will use the Rapid Collagen. Collagen is very, very good for your skin. And then on the occasion that I want to add something else, and this is from L'Oreal Paris, and this is their Age Perfect Hydra Nutrition, and this is their Honey Eye Gel, and this, I think this is their Manuka honey, if I'm not mistaken. And this you just need very, very little. And this has like the 3 balls. So you just dip it in, pull it out, and this will cover, whatever's on this will cover both under your eyes, which I don't use this every single night, but on occasion, at least a couple times a week, I do use that. This is also retinol, and I don't use this often, and that's why it's still in the box, so that I can, if I need to read anything. And this is also from Murad, and this is just their, retinol serum. But and this was a sample size that I received. So I still keep that in the box in case I decide I want to use that. I like to keep things in the box that I don't use all the time so that I can read up on them if I need to. And before we get to those, here's another product that I use occasionally, and this is also from the brand Skin Iceland. I have quite a few of their products and like them. And this is their, I don't know if this is going to show up with all the glare. This is their Icelandic Relief Eye Cream, and this has glacial flower extract in it, and this is very, very nice. And it's just your basic cream, and I have used this quite a few times. You need very, very little, so sometimes I'll use that. Here's another product that I use faithfully, and this is also from Dermalect. And this is their Self-Esteem Neck Firming Lift. And this is a cream. And this still has. So, that was full. So you need very little of that. Put it on your neck. A lot of people forget about their neck and their décolleté when they're doing all their skincare. But your neck is just as important as your face. And as I'm in my late 50s, and I have noticed, sometimes you get that crepiness or just that unevenness in your neck. Use that a few times during the week and it's gone. So I will be reordering that when I need more. And another product that I received from Dermalect is their Pore Revolution and T-Zone Mattifier. So I don't know if this stuff is going to focus all that well. And I've used this a few times. I don't necessarily always need it, but this is what it looks like. And it's a cream. You know, you just put it on your T-zone as it states. So we'll get that out of the way. Another item that I occasionally use is from, let's see if we can get all this stuff to focus, from Dr. Denise. And these are her advanced firming facial pads. And this is something that, you know, I might use in the morning versus the nighttime. But you get 30 pads in here, and it is sealed because this is a brand new one. Or else I would show you. Oh, I can show you. I just lifted the thing. So they're just pads with, you know, the serum on it. And these are great just to, you know, wipe all around your face. Item that I really, really like, and I only probably use these once a week. And this is from Peter Thomas Roth. And these are the Unwrinkle Peel Pads. And they just look like that. And they just have, you know, the liquid. And, you know, I just use them on my face probably once a week. And then whatever's left on the pad, rub on the back of your hands, because don't forget about your hands. You know, they age also. And another item that I use probably a couple times a week is from Laura Geller. And it is her lip strip. And this is her sugar formula, you know, lip scrub. I had a sample, so I think I've only used this once because I still have another bottle. But I wanted to show you that. Don't forget about your lips. This I have noticed. The color of my lips, my natural color, stays a little bit more vibrant, so I don't need, if I want to wear a gloss, you can still see I have, you know, good natural color on my lips. So, and just to exfoliate this, you know, get rid of the dead skin cells off your lips too. They're there. I guess for the next skincare, and, you know, you can use these whenever you want. I am a mask junkie. I mean, I have given so many masks away to my sister, my niece, friends. I've put them in giveaways. So I have all kinds of masks. And I probably do a mask once or twice a week while I'm sitting there watching TV. There's nothing wrong with them. I also had received, I think I got these in one of my FabFitFun like add-on purchases. And this is from Murad, and this is the Age Reform Hydro Glow Aqua Peel. And this gently exfoliates and helps infuse hydration to reveal a youthful glow. And this is a two-step process. I'll show you one of them. So, you know, it's 2 steps. And you just follow that. And these are very, very nice. And I don't use these as often. I think I use these more when if I feel you know, my skin is having an issue, and then I will use the Murad ones. But I think these, you know, all these regular, you know, like the bubble masks and just like the collagen lifting and masks. I mean, they have so many masks. And then I never just, you know, discount these types of products that you receive. I think I received these in my Adore monthly subscription. And these are just your, you know, daily facial, you know, cleansing cloths. You just wet them and use them. Olay is a very good company, and I've used their products in the past. And these, I think I received in my Adore box too, and I will use these. And these just makeup remover wipes. So, you know, these are great to, like, if you're going somewhere, to take them away. I think that is pretty much everything that I use, definitely nightly. Some of these products I use once a week. Some I might only use when I feel my skin is having an issue that I need to. Usually once a week, maybe once every other week, I'll use like the oil here from Cosmetics. Just to, because I think sometimes with the oils, I think you get a deeper clean. And with the oil, I still use my Clarisonic Mia. Any other kind of cleanser, I just use, you know, my fingers for it. I don't want to use anything that could be abrasive. Like the Clinique has little, and I think it's not really grit, but I would never use something like that with my Clarisonic, even though the Clarisonic is very gentle on your skin. But I would rather just use my fingers for that. And I've already used the Clarisonic with the Purity. But if a cleanser had any of that kind of grit or anything like that, I would never use my Clarisonic. I would just use my fingers. because you don't want to like tear your skin or damage your skin by doing anything too rough when you have any kind of scrubby type things in your cleansers. So that's basically everything I use. I'm sure there are a few products that are in my linen closet that I've forgotten. I've tried to grab things that I know that I use, but I love being able to keep things in boxes that I don't use frequently. This way, if I'm like, oh, I don't remember what that's used for, I can, and sometimes on the packages, it doesn't tell you all that in the directions. It's always so small. So I like to keep the boxes on things that I don't use frequently enough that I know that, you know, I really should only use this once a week. Like my Peter Thomas Roth, like I don't use that. I would never use that. That's a little rougher on your skin, even though it's still kind of gentle, but I would never use that more than once a week for that kind of stuff. And the Dr. Janess pads, you could use them, you know, a couple times a week. I usually just use, you know, one week, and then the next week I might use those. But there are, I think this pretty much covers, you know, your entire face. And like I said, the Dermalect, the Self-Esteem Neck Firming Lift Cream is thebomb.com. I highly, highly, highly recommend that product for your neck if you're starting to see fine lines or any kind of crepiness, lack of firmness. I just think you put that on and you always go upward towards your jaw, and you take the cream back on your neck to where you're behind your ear and just come up all along your jawline and put that on down your décolleté, because that, you know, does age also, and this way you're constantly keeping it hydrated and firm. That is a holy grail product for me. I will never be out of it. I will repurchase when I run out. And that's lasted me quite a while. So that is all of my skincare, basically from A to Z for me, that I use. So if you didn't have any idea, like, oh, I want to try something like this, or Purity is a holy grail also. And my Clarisonic Me, I've actually given them the Clarisonic as a gift to my sister to start using, as she, you know, she's a couple years younger than me. Get started. And in my opinion, you're never too young to start using great skincare, and you're never too old. Just start using it and help prolong what's already on your face. You know, if you can start in your 20s or your teens even, you might not need so much in your teens, all of these lotions and potions. But 20s, 30s, most definitely get started and get into your own skin routine. Find the products that you love that work well for you, and these work well for me, and get started and use them on a nightly basis. And I really don't put anything on my face. I will cleanse my face again in the morning with my micellar water. I will tone again, just because you know, that's a good habit to get into. And then I will put moisturizer on prior to me, you know, heading into the day for makeup. So that is my video of what I use for my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to like this video, share with all your friends, leave me a comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.